Hey fight fans, the Indian accent guy is back with 22 new fight announcements, and the first one is awesome. The first fight for UFC 317 International Fight Week card is announced, and it is an unofficial title eliminator between number 1 ranked Brandon Royval versus number 6 ranked flyweight Manel Kape. The fight was previously booked, but Royval had pulled out due to an injury, so this fight is now rebooked. Kape is on a two-fight knockout streak after losing to Muhammad Mokaev, and he has renewed his contract with the UFC, making him highest paid UFC flyweight. On the other hand, Royval is also on a two-fight win streak, but both of his wins came via split decision over top-ranked guys. Headliner of the event is still yet to be announced, but according to the previous rumors, it should be either Makhachev versus Topuria or DDP versus Khamzat. But now Islam Makhachev has released a statement where he said he will wait until May 10th to see who wins between Bilal Muhammad and Jack Della Maddalena, and then after UFC 315 he will make a decision on his next move. If Maddalena wins, he will fight Maddalena for the welterweight belt, but if Bilal wins, he will stay at the lightweight division and will defend his belt. Talking about UFC 315, the official poster of the card is released with a cubic touch, and it is not that bad. The next fight that is announced, it is for UFC Atlanta June 14th card, and it is a middleweight bout between Edwin Shahbazian versus Andre Petrosky. Another fight that is also expected on the card but is not official, it is undefeated UFC flyweight Andre Lima, who is 4-0 in the UFC. He is expected to fight on this card against Charles Johnson. Next fight that is also unofficial, it is Kyochi Horiguchi versus number 11 ranked UFC flyweight Tagir Ulanbekov. This fight is expected to be added at UFC Azerbaijan card. Now let's talk about tomorrow's card, who has taken some hits. First, Kennedy Nzechukwu is out of his bout against Martin Buday, but the UFC has found a replacement, and replacing Nzechukwu is LFA light heavyweight champion who just defended his belt last month, Uran Satibaldiev. Uran was previously scheduled to fight at Dana White's Contender Series last year, but he had to pull out due to an injury, so when he got the call, he took the fight despite massive disadvantages. First is obviously 2 days notice, and second 43.5 pounds lower than Martin Buday in official weigh-ins. Second bad news from the card is that Daniel Santos versus Davy Grant is off. Davy Grant officially weighed in and he was on weight, but Daniel Santos did not weigh in and he is out of this fight due to medical issues, and as a result this fight is off from the card. And lastly, Cortavius Romeus also misses weight by 3.5 pounds and comes as 139.5. Thankfully, Lee Chang-ho agreed to fight at catchweight, and Romeus will be paying 30% of his purse as a fine to Lee Chang-ho. The UFC fight announcements ends here. From the boxing world, Matchroom has announced the undercard of their Johnny Fisher vs Dave Allen 2 May 17th at Copper Box Arena, London. The undercard consists of 7 fights, but no big name that can attract the casuals' attention. The headliner of the card, Dave Allen, has revealed that Eddie Hearn had told him the winner of him versus Johnny Fisher will likely face IBF mandatory Derek Chisora next. So let's see on May 17th what happens on that card. Next is an announcement from the Riyadh season. There will be WBC 128-man Grand Prix at Boulevard City in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, and this tournament will be consist of 5 events from April 17th to April 20th. There are currently no fight announcements for that event, but as soon as the fights will be announced, I will tell you. There is no other announcement from the boxing world, but there are two interesting news. First one is from Ring Magazine's Fatal Fury card, Chris Eubank versus Conor Ben. The official PPV price for this event is revealed, and it will be 21.99 euros for the UK audience and $24.99 for all over the world. Then from Ring Magazine's next weekend's Fatal Fury card, Ryan Garcia versus Rolly Romero, it is revealed that this event on May 2nd in Times Square, New York City is an invite-only event, and there will be no fans on that event. It is estimated that only about 300 VIPs will be in attendance to watch that event live. Moreover, Ryan Garcia has revealed he is making around $20 million to fight at that event against Rolly Romero. Now some non-boxing, non-UFC fight announcements. First, the semifinals for 2025 PFL Tournament 5 Nashville card on June 12th are announced after last night's PFL welterweight and featherweight first round. In the welterweight tournament, Jason Jackson chokes Andre Krishkov out in the second round, and Ted Jeans moves to 9-0 with a massive knockout, and now they are booked for June 12th card for the semifinals. The second welterweight semifinal is made when Logan Storley clean sweeps the card and defeats the short notice replacement Joseph Luciano via unanimous decision, and when Giannis Becher doesn't get up from the stool and Mayasuke Kikuiri wins by TKO. Now this Storley versus Kikuiri will be the second semifinal for their welterweight tournament this year. In the featherweight tournament, last year's featherweight champ Jesus Pinedo proved he is the bad man. He gets the first round TKO finish over Adam Borix to advance, while his opponent will be Gabriel Braga, who submits Frederick Dupras in the first round to advance to the semifinal. Jesus Pinedo and Gabriel Braga are currently 1-1 against each other, and this trilogy is much needed. The second semifinal is made official when Movlid Khaibalev moves to 22-0 with a split decision win over Jeremy Kennedy, and Taekyun Kim, who just joined Fighting Nerds, submits Nathan Kelly in the first round to advance. Fighting Nerds versus 22-0 undefeated Khabulaev is also a very good fight, so their June 12th card is definitely going to be a badass. Other than these, Karate Combat also announced the undercard of their KC54 Dubai card on May 2nd. The card will be headlined by Sam Alvey versus Tyron Spong for the Karate Combat heavyweight title, as Muhammad Mokaev will be taking on Bolad Zamanbekov in the co-main event of KC54 card. Mokaev is famous for his grappling. Let's see how he does in Karate Combat. In the feature fight of the card, Muay Thai World Champion Jayden Enaud will be taking on former One Championship MMA champion Kiamrian Abaso. Then the last official announcement is from Combat Global for their Miami card on next week, April 10th. The card will be headlined by Lucero Acosta versus Abril Anguiano. The fans are very much interested in this fight, not because of the skills, but because she is currently the hottest female prospect in MMA. Other than her beauty, she is also riding a 3-fight win streak. And saying that, that's all in this video. Hit the like button if you enjoyed it, subscribe to the channel if you want more, and also give your feedback and share your thoughts in the comment section. Then you can do whatever you want.